4:35. And Liz, would you do the honor of leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United
States of America,
to
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We do not have a revision to the agenda order. I believe we have no student participation this evening. Are there any members of the public who wish to comment? Okay. We have no unfinished business, and we have one item for new business, and the item is the nomination, appointment, and swearing in of new board member. The recommendation is that the Board of Education appoint Dr. Jason Chang as a member of the West Hartford Board of Education to fill the position vacated by Mr. Sean Passan for the period of July 17th, 2020 through, and this is a change, through November 16th, 2021. And that Ms. Essie LeBreau swear in Dr. Jason Chang as a new board member. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Lorna Parkinson.
Thank you, Lorna. And a second?
Second. Ari Steinberg.
By Ari. And I'll speak on behalf of those of us who went through this process and just give you a very brief overview of how Dr. Jason Oliver Chang was selected. We did put out a public call for applications, and we received about 11 applications from people who were interested in serving our community as a member of the Board of Education. It was a very robust talent pool. We were so impressed that people are willing to put their names forward at this time to serve our community, and B, just the level of passion and commitment to education and the background of the people who responded was just incredible. And we would have been thrilled to have more people on the Board of Education, but we've just got the one vacancy. Jason bubbled to the surface for his background in ethnic studies, his lifelong commitment to equity and inclusion, his education background, knowing that he comes in as an educator, which fills a gap for us on the board, and the fact that he has young children also helps as well. So we're thrilled to have you as a member of our team and looking forward to working with you over the next couple of years. And with that, do we vote now, or Essie, do you do your swearing in after we vote? Is that how it works?
Vote first.
All right. With that, I will try your minds. All those in favor of this appointment, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it, and the appointment is unanimous. And now I'll turn it over to Essie.
Great, thank you. We have Dr. Chang on I'm watching on television, and if you would just hold up his right hand. I only swear you will faithfully perform according to law your duties as a member of the West Hartford Board of Education to the best of your ability, so help you God.
Oh, I think you're on mute.
I will.
Excellent.
All right.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Excellent. Great. Thank you. And thank you, Essie. And thank you, Jason, for stepping up.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want to take a few minutes?
Probably not a few minutes.
A moment.
Yeah, I'm incredibly humbled, grateful for the vision of the board and Tom, your team. This was an incredible opportunity, and that the board had trust in me to come on at a time when there's so much happening, so much at stake. Really, I'm looking forward to working with everyone and learning too how how to serve our community and our kids.
Great, thank you. All right, we'll move on to staff communications and reports and superintendent's report.
I'm going to have a big report Tuesday that I still am writing, and as is everyone else. So I'd prefer if you just let me pass this time. But
no problem.
It's been, I do want to say I appreciate the response to our request for a response that went out 2 weeks ago. In 2 weeks, we've had over 7,000 responses, closing out at 8,000. The truth is we have to scrub all of them because there are a few people that we had planned to do the rollout where we asked for responses, and that generated about 4,000. And then we wanted the principals to ask for responses. And then we also had the principals do a robocall. And I think some people thought they were getting a call because their response hadn't shown yet, and they filled it out multiple times. So we caught it the other day because there was one grade that was skewed, and then we figured out that somebody had done it 4 different times. So we've got to go through and scrub the responses and kind of have to do it by hand just to make sure. So that's going to be some weekend work, but we'll share that with you this weekend. But at the end of the day, it looks like we still need about 2,000 responses, somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000, which anytime you have over a 75% response rate is the highest I've ever seen. So I think that realistically, the people that don't respond, from people I've spoken to across the country that have done things similar, those people tend to be planning on sending their kids back. The idea is, well, if I'm sending my kids, I don't need you to respond at all, seems to be the high preponderance of those that don't respond. So it's safe to say we'll be over 80% in school right now, with about 13% undecided still. And so those people, after we roll everything out next week and they've had the chance to see the full report and the full blueprint to our reopening, we'll have the individual schools and principals reaching out to people that might want further discussions and everything else, with the goal really of August 1st, us having the information, because we have to build class schedules, and we're going to have to inevitably do some hiring. And so if we can know by August, that gives us basically 2 weeks to do the hiring and the schedule building that we'll need, and then bring people in for orientation before the start of school, which the board calendar will be a part of. That's kind of, there's 2 things: an update on the blueprint and kind of a rollout of the blueprint, not the big printed version that will probably come hopefully Thursday, but a presentation with slides of the different pieces of it from members of my team. And the other action piece is a shift to the board calendar for, not the board calendar, but the school calendar for this year, as the states changed the mandate for 177 days. And one of the things we've seen, they'll discuss it more, but as people come back, and Jason, I heard you say you're looking forward to doing some work outside of the home, and I feel the same way. I've been back in my office now for about 2 months, but that first week was weird coming in. And so getting time to reacclimate to your environment and setting, I think, is going to be really important for our teachers. This will allow us to have that opportunity to introduce more training on safety measures and what we're going to be doing. And I think it lends to a kind of smoother opening, but we'll talk more about that next week. I don't want to take up more time, but welcome, Jason, welcome, Liz, to your first full meeting. And I can tell you, as somebody who's living through this, I didn't choose to be superintendent in this time. It was thrust upon me. So you two have a whole special level of weirdness that I can't identify with. Commitment, we call that. Commitment, that's what we'll call it. But it is greatly appreciated. I say that as a resident of the community. Thank you both for serving. It is greatly appreciated, and we need more people to serve. So with that, that's it. And we'll be busy Tuesday night. Sounds good. Are there other staff reports and board discussions? No.
No routine matters. Information and reports. Board members, communications and reports. Are there reports from other boards and organizations that can't wait till Tuesday? Any other information and discussions? Future business. We have a meeting coming up on Tuesday, and that is the 21st. This is marked a little incorrectly on the agenda. The meeting will be Tuesday, July 21st, regular Board of Education meeting at 7 p.m., also virtually. Request for future agenda items or other questions. I know, Amanda, you posted questions.
No, mine is just technical. I just wanted to show for the minutes. I missed the roll call because my computer kicked out, but I am here and I was present for voting.
Yes, and actually, my bad. I forgot to have Cammie do the roll call. Do we need to do that, or is it sufficient to say we're all here? We have all members are present. Requests for future agenda items? Anyone? No? Comments from any members of the public? We do not have executive session. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Ari Steinberg.
Thank you, Ari. Second?
Second, Mark Sedanowitz.
Thank you, Mark. Meeting is adjourned at 4:46. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful weekend.
Congratulations, Jason.
Congratulations.
Jason.
Thanks, everyone.